Lately, I've been thinking about the lost city of Ys. As the story goes, it was an ancient settlement in a bay on the northwest tip of France. Its lord was the pious king Gradlin, who had a sinful degenerate of a daughter named Dahat. Ys had been built on wetland reclaimed from the sea. Its people encircled their city with a dike to protect it from the ocean. Gradlin kept the dike locked tight, except to drain the land at low tide, and wore its key on a chain around his neck. In this way, Ys became a wealthy city with a marble palace, a vibrant art scene, and plenty of wine. Perhaps too much wine. Disgusted with the drunken wickedness of its people, God decided to smite Ys. He sent a demon disguised as a red-bearded prince to call on Dahat and convince her to open the gate so he could enter. One night, while Gradlin slept, Dahat tiptoed to her father's bedside and slipped the key over his head. Then she ran through the quiet streets to her mysterious suitor. But, in her love-drunk state, Dahat made a fatal error. She opened the gate at high tide. In a near instant, the Celtic Sea poured in, and Ys was wiped clean off the map. French fishermen say they've caught glimpses of a sunken city in the Bay of Douarnenez, and historians reckon Ys probably existed. Some versions of the story place it on what had once been fertile land, perhaps on the now submerged flat that stood above the water during the last glacial maximum, when global sea levels were lower and Europe extended farther into the Atlantic. If so, Ys had probably battled the encroaching ocean for years, generations even, as the planet's ice caps melted and its beaches receded. What gets me is that these ancient Bretons had such an advanced system for coastal water management. They must have been at work on it for some time, because you don't add a lock until you've tried a door without one, and you don't cut a door before first building a wall. Perhaps their ultimate demise was simply a result of living in the wrong place at the wrong time. Or maybe it was blasphemy, in the form of believing they could control the sea. We should take note.